Everywhere I go or online, people are talking about the same thing. Prices going up and wages staying the same and budgets getting tighter. Rent, food, energy bills, everything costs more and it's only getting worse. The cost of living crisis isn't just a headline, it's real and it's hitting millions of people across the UK and the US. Right, let's get straight into the first clip.
And I thought it was the UK that was on its arse. Seems like these Americans are really fucking struggling with the cost of living crisis. Check this video out. Tell me it don't break your heart. How can someone earning $80,000 a year be struggling to live? This is fucked.
And we are literally the brokest we've ever been. Brokest we've ever been.
But I'm making the most money I ever had my entire life. My husband and I, between the two of us, gross, make like over $80,000 a year. And if you told me a few years ago that $80,000 a year was not going to be enough for a family of four.
I make more than what I made back in 2015. But I am still literally living paycheck to paycheck.
I have to work 60 hours a week and make $80,000 a year to make ends meet. That's insane. I can't even begin to wrap my head around it.
Financially, I don't understand anymore. I don't understand how I make $34 an hour and I can't function. I can't pay my bills.
I came across this social media clip where people in the US earning what's considered a good salary are still struggling. Some even with two incomes in the household. Yet they're barely getting by. Some can't even afford basic necessities. The cost of living is rising because wages aren't keeping up with inflation. Prices for housing, food and energy have skyrocketed, but salaries have barely increased. Sure, there are factors we don't see. Everyone's expenses are different and some people simply mismanage their money. But what about those who budget wisely and still can't make ends meet? The reality is, for many, the system is working against them. We moan about the UK cost of living, but it's happening in the US and other parts of the world. This next clip is something I deal with on a weekly basis, and that food prices.
This is another reason we're leaving this country. We want some lamb mince to make a kebab and it's £7.50. Look at the pack. The size of my hand. Getting absolutely ripped off in this country.
£7.50.
And I've had enough. City.
I just mentioned on how food prices are spiked. In this clip, you can see a small portion of lamb, not even a big cut, costs £7.50. Now, I know lamb is usually more expensive than other meats, but £7.50, that's ridiculous. For a family of four, you'd need at least 2 or 3 packets, and that's before adding anything else to the meal. I'm seeing more and more families packing up and moving abroad, not for luxury, but just to afford a basic standard of life. They're not even chasing a dream lifestyle. They just want to live, not to survive. And honestly, I don't blame them. I'm considering it too. Late last year, I went to Vietnam, partly for a holiday, but also to see what living there would be like compared to the UK. And yes, the cost of living is much lower, but moving abroad isn't as easy as it sounds, especially with a family. There's a lot to consider, and for many, it's just not realistic. So you end up stuck in the same cycle trying to make it work. Can I just take a moment to ask that if you're enjoying my video and finding true value in it, I'd really appreciate it if you could like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'm working really hard on this channel because I know, like many of you, what it's like to struggle financially. I've mentioned this before. I work full-time and I spend most of my evenings working on my YouTube channel because I'm truly passionate about it. Since I've started this channel, over 9,000 people have actually watched my video but not subscribed. I'm currently sitting on around 99 subscribers. So like I've said, if you're enjoying these videos, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.
I just want to say that it's fucking wild that as a 2-income household, my husband and I have come to the realization we can't afford groceries right now.
like just straight up can't afford groceries, because if we buy groceries, then we either won't be able to pay our rent or our electric bill, because both of those come out of this pay cycle and they will take the entire pay cycle. That's fucking bonkers. That's so fucking wild. We have 2 incomes and we cannot afford to eat, and we don't even have kids. Like, it's literally just the 2 of us and we can't afford to eat with 2 incomes. That is just, but I mean, I guess, you know, that means we won't have to wash dishes because our dishwasher is still broken, as it has been for 2 months at the place that we pay so much in rent, you know. Wild.
I really feel for this woman. The struggle is real. Like I've mentioned at the start of the video, people can have 2 incomes in the household and still they can't afford to eat. How is that even possible? This woman doesn't even have children, and by the looks of it, even if she wanted any, she probably couldn't afford them. Her rent, gas, and electric bills are sky high and only keep rising. It feels like there's no breathing room for us. Honestly, I'm really worried about the next generation and how they'll manage to live their lives. The only way we can try and attempt to tackle this is by educating our children about financial principles and hope that this gets better in their future.